going on? We back, Motor City Sports Talk, talking about will the Detroit Pistons make the playoffs or will they miss it? Once again, we back. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. And pretty much we are in contention with the Heat, with the Nets, and the Magic. Now, the Charlotte Hornets, they're a little ways up out of there. Let's start off with them two. They 35 or 42. They can gain ground in the playoff race because they play us. And I believe they whooped us every time they played us. Not 100% sure on that. But they play the Pelicans tomorrow. They just came off a back-to-back. Then they play the Raptors. Who good if they rest or don't rest. We know that from experience. And then they play us. And then they play the Magic their last game of the season in Cleveland. Now, if they can beat the Pelicans and Cleveland, I just don't think they're going to make it. Not going to beat around the bush. I don't think Charlotte makes it. So we ain't got to worry about Charlotte. All right. Now Orlando, we already whooped on them just last time. Orlando is probably gonna be a team that we're gonna be reckoning with years to come. But they're gonna trade Vujovic and really gonna ride with Mo Bama, whatever the dude name is. He from Harlem, the big fella. But they got guard issues. They don't have no good guard, no good point guard. DJ Augustine from Texas, he was solid at Texas, but he really ain't. He a backup in this league. He's a really good player. But they play the Knicks, the Hawks. The Hawks been getting them. The Celtics, I don't know what they'll be playing for. And then they play the Hornets at the end of the year. If they can get past the Hawks, I think they can get the Celtics and the Hornets. The Celtics would be probably rested. So Orlando got a good chance of probably getting up in there. But I wouldn't count on them, being, messing with us. They 2 games behind us in the loss column. And they got 4 games to go. So they got no room for error. Now, the Miami Heat, they play the Celtics tomorrow. They play the Timberwolves, which ain't really playing for nothing. I swear R.J. Barrett and Andrew Wiggins are the same person. At least the same player. Then they play the Raptors. Oh, shit, the Raptors got some. They can help us a lot. And then they play the Sixers. And I don't know what the Sixers and Raptors be playing for. They got 5 games left. Then the Nets. So that last Nets game of the year could be a big one for the playoffs. So everything is lining up for the Pistons, man. Real talk. It's lining up perfect for the Pistons. But let's see what the Nets got left. I believe they got 4 games left. I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4. They got the Raptors, the Raptors, the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, Giannis said he ain't resting. I think the Milwaukee just beat them the other day. Eric Bledsoe went crazy. He won me some cash on FanDuel. And then they play the Pacers, which I don't know what they be playing for, but I don't think they're gonna be resting. And then they play the Heat. So really, shoot, even without Blake, I want to say that knocking on wood. The Pistons should make it. Kennard had a boot on his leg. That kind of what scares me. Blake is just resting, I believe. If this was a playoff game, Blake could go. But we got the Pacers tomorrow, and we a better home team than the road team. And I believe they're a better home team than the road team. So I expect the Pistons to form well there, and possibly Blake will be back. Oklahoma City in danger, not even making the fucking playoffs. So we can get 2 wins and we can sew this shit up, at least be playoff contenders by then. And then we get past Charlotte, then it's Memphis, and then it's the Knicks. Now, Valanciunas been playing well. Don't let Memphis fool you. He been playing well. Mike Conley, he been resting and playing well. But the kid from Toronto been playing really well over there. Where's he from? Utah State or Utah? I can't remember this guy. Mr. Dontrell Wright, Darrell Wright, whatever his name is. He been playing really good for Memphis over there, coming off the bench. Chandler Parson, he been able to run up and down the court and get him some buckets well. So that Memphis game, man, given, them sorry teams be playing hard before you go to the summer. But I expect the Pistons to finish in 6. I really do. We can't catch Milwaukee, but, right now, we'll be lining up to play the 76ers. And Joel Embiid has been taking a ton of rest. Drummond has been looking energized. And, do you want to fall back and play Toronto? You want to play, conspiracy theorists? Do you think, the Pistons who swept Toronto this season, should we, purposely fall back to 2nd if that's a possibility without missing the playoffs? Because we lock our matchups with Toronto. Milwaukee length always give us problems, so we don't want to be in the 8th spot. But, I want to see Embiid and Drummond. Because if Drummond can boss up versus Embiid, man, I think Drummond is untouchable at this point because he's improving since the All-Star break. He playing with energy. He playing with an edge. And I think that even if we get swept by the 76ers or we get 1 game or we somehow beat them, shout out to Tobias Harris. That was one of my favorite players in the league even before he got to the Pistons. because he had a real nice, crafty game. I like those type of guys. Kind of remind me of my game when I was younger. You know, even if Drummond just compete and show that he got heart and he can deal with Embiid, and that could be a rivalry, that's something to build around, okay? But a lot of this is contingent on the Blake health. You know, if it's just restful his knee, if his knee hurting, you know, it is what it is. But Blake Griffin, like they said on the jump today, he's known to wilter in playoff games. But that was the old Blake. I think Blake is a lot tougher. He ain't soft no more. He experienced. He changed his game. And I'm looking forward to his playoff performance. But even more, I'm looking forward to Drummond and Embiid matchup, in my opinion. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to going down Little Caesars Arena, seeing that. And Drummond really, you know, proving that he is a big man to stay. And if he can add a jump hook and a drop step and a couple, you know, a shimmy and a fadeaway to his game, a post game, in layman's terms, I think Andre Drummond could be one of the better big guys in the league. He don't have to be able to shoot that rock. If you could dominate the paint and use his body the way, or similar to what Shaquille, and get a little Ewing game, 10 to 15 going out to mid-range, he'll be all right. But I believe 99.9% that the Pistons will make the playoffs. And it don't matter if it's the Sixers or the Bucks or the Raptors. I think we're going to go out there and compete. But, you know, everybody going to like that Raptors matchup. But appreciate it. Blessing social media in the description. Let me know what you guys think. We gone.